Sebastian Estevez and Hope Dubois. We're coming to you from the Solano Community College TV studio, and our topic today is video games. Our first subtopic is Nintendo games, and we're going to start off with a game that we've all played, Pokemon. Annie, would you like to start us off with your game and your favorite Pokemon?
Yes, my favorite Pokemon is Snorlax. I love Snorlax. My brother has a little plushie of Snorlax. Actually, it's pretty big. It's like the size of my head. And I want to steal it from him, but he won't let me. My game I wanted to talk about was Pokemon Legends Arceus because I love the game so much. Even before then, I loved Breath of the Wild. I watched my dad play it, and then I watched my brother play it, and then I played it. Passing down the generations. But the main thing I loved about it was kind of like refreshing, because a lot of the Pokemon games, it's usually like a strict path, and I like the more truly open world aspect of it, and I don't know, it's just like a breath of fresh air, because they gave more strategic battle things, more stuff.
Yes.
More strategic battling tactics, more ways to start encounters and such, catching Pokemon, just everything. It seemed so new and refreshing to see.
I would like to build up on that because Pokemon Arceus came out in the same year before Scarlet and Violet, which was in January 28th, 2022, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out in November 18th, 2022. So they came around the same year. And the thing about Scarlet and Violet is that it's also very similar to Pokemon Arceus. The reason why I like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, even though it's not my favorite of the gens, it has to be black and white, of course. Scarlet and Violet also offers like an in-depth world building.
Exploration.
Exploration. Where you can basically you can start wherever you want to. You know.
And it was even more than Legends Arceus actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so much. It's much more open world. You really can just go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like,
You can even go into the ocean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
You can go to the ocean. Yeah.
I just walk in there, like.
But
you can
not
just-
the crater.
Not the crate. Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you have
Not
to go
the
to the
crater.
crater by other means. But yeah.
Yeah.
maybe-
Going into that, Scarlet and Violet did not get good reception when it first came out because it was very buggy, and
I remember I played it post release.
and the textures are very trash compared to like other games. Like what was the new Zelda game that came out? Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. They were comparing Tears of the Kingdom with Scarlet and Violet.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
I like that.
I don't
That's
know,
like-
that's kind of unfair.
Yeah,
That's
honestly.
unfair.
Yeah, that's pretty unfair.
but it shouldn't be unfair.
Yeah, 'cause
honestly.
by
It
the same-
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I'll go into that.
It's like the same price too.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
yeah.
god, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
And it's I would like to quote Wesley Yinpool, who made an article on IGN on August 14th, 2023, and he stated that some had suggested that the relentless pace of Pokemon game releases has had an adverse effect on quality, not to mention the health of the developers on Game Freak, with several launches in the Nintendo Switch era alone. And I'd say despite the game's like harsh criticism, I'm specifically talking about Scarlet and Violet here, I still count it as one of my favorites in the franchise, and could only wish that sometime in the future, Nintendo and Game Freak could start listening to their player base more often, you know?
Yeah, and give their employees like breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
And like more
Breaks,
time.
yeah.
Literally.
Like they're 3D games now. Like why are they trying to rush like Pokemon
Yeah,
games?
I
that's
know.
stockholders.
And it's like-
That's
it's-
why.
And not only that, but like the man in Pokemon is like,
We have a lot of Pokemon games
Yeah.
now. It's kind of evil.
especially with like ZA, like the bad stuff that's happening, like ZA,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Audio recording.
Along with open world games, my game that I was going to talk about was Sword and Shield, which was kind of the first open world game.
Yeah, it's
That-
the beginning.
Yeah, it was basically the beginning because right before that was Sun and Moon, which was not yet exactly an open world game, but when Sword and Shield went on the scene, it was kind of like their first like real
Yeah.
step into
Yeah.
the
It
open
was
world
like
thing.
it was open world,
Yeah.
but a lot of the open world aspects were still quite restrictive.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people complained about it like seeming empty, and I noticed that, but I still enjoyed the game.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
I say that I really enjoyed like the world design and stuff because
Mhm.
the region was inspired by the United Kingdom, specifically like Industrial Revolution United Kingdom, and you could see that in the first city that you go to, which is Motostoke, and it's got like gears and stuff. Which is,
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool. I'm not really a big like steampunk guy, but I still think that's pretty cool.
Wait, so this was like in the earlier like earlier in the game? You mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
it's,
second
it's
one.
the very
time that you
first
So
city.
there are still types in there. No?
Yes, yes. Actually, yeah.
I think so.
I don't remember.
Oh,
But
wow.
they
I
had
think-
Onyx and Steelix and
Mhm.
That's
around that
interesting.
area.
Oh, that's
What
true,
was it,
yeah.
like Corviknight is also.
Yes,
Who the heck
actually,
is
yeah.
Corviknight?
The
Oh my
Corviknight is like a steel type bird, and they'd have like the taxi thing, and
Yes,
they would
the
take you
taxi.
around.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
name
wow.
of the first form, Rookity.
Yeah, yeah. And then in the wild area, like as soon as you go in there, there's like a Steelix. I remember that because I couldn't get it.
Wait, there's a Steelix in like the beginning of the game?
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's
Oh
like
my
it's
God.
meant
Yeah, I know.
it's meant for you to
Why?
go back to it because it's like a higher level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember trying to get at it.
My game. Well, my game. Well, it's so embarrassing, but like the only game, like Pokemon game I finished completely is like Omega Ruby. And like it's such a good game. But, like, what do I have to say about it? I don't know. Like, what I really like is just like all of like the stuff you could do in the game. Cause like they had like the what's it called again? Like the contests and stuff. The
Mhm.
contests and
Oh, the
stuff.
tournaments?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tournaments.
the
Those are
tournaments.
fun. The tournaments and like obviously the fighting and just collecting all the Pokemon, and also like the trading. Cause like there was like some cheats in like the trading system, so you can just get like shiny stuff. That it's just fun. It's just fun stuff.
Yeah.
And like I had like some good Pokemon from the trading system before they shut it down.
Oh.
Oh my god. And like also I just really like all the characters because like have you guys played I don't think you
I
guys
haven't,
No.
actually.
No.
I haven't,
no. But it's really good. I just really like how it looks. It's just really awesome.
Isn't May in that?
May?
She's like the
Oh,
rival.
May,
Or no,
yeah.
is she the girl trainer? Like you're
Like your rival?
No,
I
I
don't
think her
know.
name might be May.
Isn't that later though?
I don't know.
Is her name
Is that
May?
a different game? I'm not sure.
I don't remember
know.
the names.
Okay.
I don't remember the names. The name I remember. Oh, two characters I remember the names of is Zinnia. She's in the later of the game. She has a what's his name? The green one.
Isn't she
The
flying
green
type?
one?
Like she's the flying type gym.
Oh,
I
I
know.
know which one you're talking
Yeah, the green
about.
Rayquaza. She
Oh,
no,
yes.
she's
Yeah.
like a post game
Yeah.
thing. And
Oh.
she has Rayquaza.
Right, right.
And like also Wally. He
I
has
can't
like
believe
Yeah,
it's pronounced
Wally.
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Dude, I know. Always said it like Rayquaza.
Exactly.
Really? I
Yeah.
always
I
said
was so
Rayquaza.
disappointed
I know.
when they
Wait,
said
actually,
That
I
I'm
used to
not
say-
right.
I used to say Rayquaza all the time. That's
I
just
think I
a
said
new thing.
Rayquaza.
Okay, I think we
Yeah.
can move on to our.
To our individual stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with yours?
Yes. My first Nintendo game, well, my only Nintendo game, is the Splatoon series. I love Splatoon so much. I love just the whole aesthetic of it, the vibes. It's very lighthearted, I think, and it's not as intense as some other. It's a 4v4 third-person shooter, and it's basically you're these squid kids with paintball guns, and there are different game modes, but the main, like just unranked game mode, it's turf war, and you're just trying to cover the most of the map instead of the other team. And so the other game modes are the ranked matches, and there's splat zones, tower control, clam blitz, and
Clam
then rainmaker, yes, clam blitz, because it's all of it is like seafood themed, because it's like
Yeah.
or sea animals and stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crustaceans and
Yummy.
stuff like that.
Big
And
man.
what?
Big man.
Big
Big
man?
man.
Big man? He's a manta ray.
Oh, he's
Um,
is he in that?
He's in the third one.
Okay.
yes. That's what he's from. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. Like the first couple games, you could only play as an inkling, and those are the squid people,
Yeah.
squid kids. And then once the DLC for the second one came out, you could play as the Aquans, and they had like I don't know, there's lore and stuff. I'm not gonna get too far into that, but it's very fun, and the vibe of the game, it's just so cool. It's very colorful. There's lots of like graffiti and stuff around. It's like a post-apocalyptic thing, so the third game it talks about like the extinction of humans and stuff and how the sea animals like evolved into.
Oh, that's cool.
People. Yeah, it's very cool. Um,
Wait, are octolings also squid kids?
they're octopus kids.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Did they
Because it's
evolve?
octolings.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, they did, and it was like literally the whole concept of the mini game Turf War is from like a long time ago. There was like a war for like the land and stuff because the oceans were rising and they can't go in water because they like can't
Oh.
Did the squid and the octolings, did they evolve together or did they evolve separately?
What are you
What
what?
I'm talking
You would think-
about?
I think they would
The
evolve
ev-
at the same time.
Yeah, the,
At the
evo-
same
the
time,
evolution
yeah.
of the squid and the ape
It-
and the octolings.
Yes, it was at the same time. Yeah.
Just a question, just a question.
Yeah. And it was like, oh yeah, they had like this war for like land or whatever. And then that was what the concept of the turf war came from. And like there's a story mode and the like PvP mode. And in the story mode, you're obviously going through the story. And the first one, something I thought was really interesting. They have Splatfests, and it's
I think
like
I
these
heard of
big.
that.
Oh my
these big-
God.
have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, my
It's like-
friends used to be like, they would like take time off work to do that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was the Splatfest, and so it was like limited time events. It would literally only be for like a weekend.
Yeah.
And so it's like you choose between, depending on how many, they're like idle
Yeah.
characters, and so the characters, they like give you the news in the morning and everything.
Oh, like Marina.
Yes,
Yeah, like
yes,
Marina.
I have her amiibo.
Oh.
And you would choose a team, and it would be like, I don't know, waffles or pancakes or
Yeah.
something like that. And you would choose like, I don't know, team waffle, and then you would fight the other team and stuff and earn points.
Oh, like
and
art
they
fight.
would- Yeah,
Like art
like
fight.
art fight.
But
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
And you would, I don't know, there were different types of like battles and stuff that would earn you more points. And the last one in each game actually determines what the story mode and DLC is going to be for the next
Wow.
for the next game. So like the first game, it was like the two idol characters were Callie and Mari.
They're
Like
Animal Crossing.
Calamari. Yes,
They're
they
Animal
are.
Crossing newly.
And they like the last Splatfest was which one do you like more? And the loser in the next game got like kidnapped or something.
Aw.
Yeah, literally it was. And then the second game, the last Splatfest, was Chaos or Order, and then the Order lost, I think, and the DLC it was super cool, and it was like, I don't know,
It
it
was
took that
chaotic.
concept. No, it was orderly.
Oh.
It was like too orderly and
Okay,
evil
okay.
and
Oh,
I don't
no.
know. Anyways, I feel like I've yapped enough.
Yes, I'll talk about my game. So Kirby, I guess it's also a lighthearted game until like you fight like evil giant monsters that try to kill you. But like, I don't know. I think I played a lot of Kirby games actually, because I played Triple Deluxe, just all the 3DS Kirby games except for the Epic Yarn one. I didn't play the Epic Yarn.
I don't know what the epic.
You don't know what the epic? Okay.
I've seen it before, but I haven't like
Yeah,
played it.
basically Kirby, he goes into Yarn World and then he's a yarn.
It's like that one Yoshi game, right?
Yeah.
Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yoshi's Crafted World, exactly.
Yeah.
I have that game in my house.
What's the
That's
gameplay
another
like?
game.
Because I can't imagine. I have no idea what Kirby.
Kirby,
It's like-
okay,
Depends on which game, really.
not okay. Well,
It's like a platformer.
yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like a platformer, except it's kind of easy, but it's not too easy because it has a story. So I don't know.
Story overpowers the gameplay.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
The
sometimes.
gameplay is pretty cool.
Except it, yeah, the gameplay is really cool. But basically, Kirby, he's this little guy and he lives on planet. Is it Dreamland? It's not Dreamland.
I think it is.
It's Dreamland.
I think
Am
it's
I a big
Dreamland.
fan? Okay. But yeah, and then some evil guy comes in and then tries messing up, and then he goes.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
pretty much the formula for Kirby games, actually.
Yeah, except for the Kirby in the Forgotten Land, where he went into a different world. It was basically just kind of post-apocalyptic. It was just like
I've seen some stuff.
yes, but exactly it was just like the world was like basically over, and
Hmm.
there was just yeah. So the Forgotten Land, it basically just Earth. It had like cars and just overgrown.
Yeah.
Imagine Dr. Stone, okay? Imagine Dr. Stone. Yes, Dr. Stone.
Never
I
watched
can't.
that.
No.
I think the only Kirby game that I've played is that one. I think the Rainbow Curse.
Oh.
And it was the one on like the Wii or
Canvas
the Wii U.
Curse.
Canvas Curse.
Yeah, Canvas
And it was
Curse.
like it like took all the color away and stuff, and you could
Yeah.
use the stylus on the thing to draw little lines,
Oh,
and
man.
Kirby would surf on the lines,
Oh,
and it would be yeah.
I
And you could
missed
like
it.
complete puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, I missed the stylus on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Actually.
But yeah, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land is such a good game. Like it's on the Switch, and like it's like kind of different than like other Kirby games because it's more open world, and like it's more open world than platforming, and like the music is just really good in that game. It's like really beautiful. But I didn't find a lot of like sources about like academic sources because I thought it'd be fun to look at academic sources instead of like normal sources. Yeah,
Normal
reviews.
sources.
Yeah, normal sources. But what I found, it was really funny. It's by Carl Nabor from like from like the science part of University of Leicester in the UK, which is the UK. But yeah, the UK, the British. But it's basically called. This is about Smash Ultimate, by the way. How many maximum tomatoes would Kirby need to consume to fuel an attack against Bowser? Okay, because like basically it's like a whole game theory type like academic paper. Because like he calculated like how much force it would take for Kirby to like defeat Bowser at 300% damage. Okay, you know. And since like Bowser's
Is this
like
guy doing power scaling?
yes, he's power scaling. Like okay, like he calculated like since Bowser is like the heaviest guy in the game, like he just like calculated how much tomatoes he would have to eat for him to defeat Bowser, and
Wait, I thought Kirby would like turn into a tomato, and not like.
What?
sword.
Nobody-
he
nobody
eats tomatoes. He eats
food.
tomatoes. That's in like
Nobody eats food. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, okay.
when he absorbs like enemies, then he turns into
Oh,
them.
okay,
Like
okay.
he
With
absorbs.
life force.
No,
Yeah?
no.
Not okay.
No. Technically, I don't know.
Okay, I think should we move on to Minecraft?
Wait,
Or no, yeah.
wait. I need to finish.
Continue.
Basically, it takes a lot of tomatoes,
Mhm.
and his most powerful attack would be a headbutt, which is I don't know.
I mean, he
That's
is
insane.
just a head with legs. and
He
a
is
body.
just a head with
That's true,
legs.
he's super. Yeah,
He
I
is just a head with
he really is just round, and he's got these two
Yeah.
legs.
He is quite round.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was funny. It's like game
He
theory.
doesn't even have legs. He just has.
He does
little
have like
feet.
No, yeah, he just has feet.
That's
Doesn't he have like
nice.
the little arms?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Nub
has
arms.
little
Yeah.
too. He has
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, how
little
would the
arms.
heck? Of course, it takes a lot for him to punch because he doesn't even have like
He doesn't
arms.
even have like. He just has like a little nub. You know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think I'm done there.
Okay.
Our next subtopic will be about sandbox games, and we're going to start off with Minecraft because it's probably the most popular sandbox game. Annie, would you like to start us off with the survival mode?
Yes, I like Minecraft survival mode. I'm not sure if I like that or creative more, but I think it really depends on what I'm looking to do. Survival mode is really, I feel like a lot of people know what Minecraft is. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like explain it like in depth to you guys, but I think there's a lot to do in survival mode. Personally, it feels much more like accomplishing. But again, I feel like it really depends on what you're looking to do. Like Hope's gonna be talking about like creative mode
Yeah.
and such,
Spoiled
which
it.
you're gonna do it in like 2 minutes. It's like I feel like it's much more like the exploration aspect of it and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the infinite world, and it feels so much better once you like accomplish something you've earned.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it feels more rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you survived.
You survive.
Yeah, 'cause you survived.
Especially on things
Yeah.
like hardcore mode and
Ooh,
stuff. Like, that's
yes.
a challenge. You know?
Yes, hardcore mode.
Can never be hardcore mode. Nuh-uh.
You know, I honestly like survival more because like even when I'm like trying to build stuff, like when I build things, it feels
It's like being
better.
able to earn.
Yeah,
it feels-
like
it feels more
earning
genuine,
those,
you know?
finding those materials
Exactly,
and stuff.
yeah.
It feels like you worked for it. You know.
Not to diss creative
Not to
mode.
discreet.
Yeah.
Because I do like creative mode when I'm just looking for something to do. And like,
Mhm.
oh, I've got an idea. I don't want to go search the world for all the things that I need.
I mean, like, I like creative mode because, like, I don't like dying. It, like, irritates me. And that's why, because, like, you know, you're playing survival, and then some zombie just comes out of nowhere and just attacks you, and then you forget to.
Skeletons have aimbot.
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you.
you.
Yeah, then you forget to turn on keep inventory, and it's just like, dude.
I get that.
That's why I always have keep inventory on, and
Keep
then.
inventory plus instant respawn.
Yeah. No, not
bad dream. Bad dream.
But yeah, like usually I play it in creative mode because like usually I just like build a cool house and then I live in it in survival mode because I can just run around.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
run
yeah,
around.
have you heard about the new Minecraft update where they're apparently taking away the cheats from like going into creative mode?
No.
Wait, why?
Why would they do that?
I don't know why.
Is this in Bedrock?
I don't know.
This gotta be in
Bug
Bedrock.
rock.
This is a bed. Yeah,
Sorry.
bug rock.
I'm sorry.
Bug rock.
But no,
This guy-
this
I
is
have
news, and
Bedrock.
people are
I can't
a
be
bit
listening.
upset about it, but yeah.
That's
Like,
so
what
stupid.
kind of update is it? Or like, is it like
It's
the,
like a more recent one that's happening soon. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard about it.
I honestly
I think
haven't
they had
like.
that at one point.
I mean,
Or,
yeah.
like for a certain version or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have not paid attention to the Minecraft updates since like the cave
Yeah.
update. 'Cause I'm gonna be
True.
honest, hot take, I hated the cave update.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice because I mean
It
I can see why.
adds variation to it.
Yeah.
No, wait, I
Yeah.
want to know why.
Because like
I miss just being able to mine and not
Right.
having
Without
to.
feeling terrified.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can
oh,
understand
that's
that.
true.
It
Yeah,
was a
with the
lot,
warden.
but I kind of liked that. I kind of liked
Yeah.
once the caves and cliffs because it added more. It added more.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
true.
Texture.
and people
Yeah.
had been asking for a caves update
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
years, and so I
exactly.
can understand.
Mhm.
I can understand not liking it because
Yeah.
when I was younger, I played Minecraft for like so many years of my
Yeah.
life. I
Oh my
remember playing
God.
it on like the PS3 with my brother.
PS3?
Holy moly.
Yes, PlayStation
What a
3 with my
PS3?
brother. We we called the witches W's because because
W.
no, it was like I think my grandparents would have told me to turn off the game if we said like
no.
witches or something.
Oh, that
yeah.
is true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played it and I remember doing a lot of PvP.
Yeah.
And being awful at it because you know
Spleef.
I was
Spleef.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so
Yes.
fun actually.
Yeah.
Speaking of like mini games and stuff, that's what you guys. were
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. So I feel like okay. Bed Wars is probably the most popular.
Yeah, it
Hypixel.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bed Wars,
Hypixel is the most popular public Minecraft server, and they've got a lot of mini games. Probably Bed Wars is the most popular, but the one that I'm gonna talk about is Skyblock, which originally it started as just like a player-made map with like one island and you're floating and you have limited resources. But when it turned into Hypixel, you go into this portal and go to the hub, and you get like a bunch of stuff. It's like way bigger than like the original Skyblock. There's 10 main locations, which is like the hub, your private island, and other ones. They all correlate to the type of skills that they have, which are their 11 skills, main skills. Combat, mining, farming, foraging, fishing, enchanting, alchemy, taming, hunting, engineering, and carpentry. Yeah, I feel like,
Did you say carpentry?
yeah, because like when you craft things on your island, that's like carpentry, and you can make like furniture and stuff. Skyblock is like so complicated to like explain in like such a Hypixel Skyblock.
I know a bit about Skyblock
Yeah.
because I watched a series of videos. The YouTuber Technoblade. I watched
Mhm.
the Potato Wars. And
Oh
he was
my
like just
God.
trying to farm more potatoes than
Yeah.
some other guy. And it was really entertaining.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Just like there was like mental trickery involved. And
Minecraft.
I
Minecraft
quite
is such
liked
a
it.
blank slate.
Yeah.
Just put anything on it.
Yeah.
You can just put anything on it.
Yeah, you can put anything on it. It's like
Exactly.
a bread.
That's what makes the game so popular, to be honest.
Yes.
Tying into like Hypixel games in general, the Hypixel game that I was attached to for like my childhood has to have been The Blocking Dead. It's this is a survival shooting game that can be found like in the arcade games of the server. It wasn't originally an arcade game, but yeah, it was moved into an arcade game later on. But it came out in August 15, 2014, but it didn't get popular around like 2015, 2016. That's when I played it, 2016. and oh my god, I would play it all the time. You know, it's a the game as the name implies, it's a zombie apocalypse game where players have to cooperate in order to survive. And this game had gained, you know, peak popularity, maybe 2017. I don't know. And then it kind of died out like 2018, 2019 because like stuff like Skyblock came out.
Yeah.
Do you think you guys would survive in a zombie apocalypse scenario?
And it's
NorCal versus SoCal.
Yeah,
NorCal versus
I think we
SoCal,
would win.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we would be fine.
I think we would be good.
Yeah, we wouldn't be an
You
influencer.
personally, like
Oh
personally.
yeah, you would be. No, not you. You.
No,
I mean
like,
you.
personally,
I mean.
Oh.
I think I would give up.
What?
Oh no.
Genuine, like
I would
to
go
Mount
to the
Shasta.
mountains. Yeah, I would go to the mountains.
Go to Mount Shasta.
I love
we go to
climbing.
Shasta,
I love
guys.
climbing.
You're a Shasta.
But like the reason why I didn't know what The Walking Dead was, like now I remember, it's because like every time I tried to join like in arcade games, it's because there's only like 3 or less.
Yeah, they
people there.
rotate. Yeah, and
nobody
yeah,
was
there's not many
playing
people
it.
there,
Yeah.
and it
'Cause it
rotates.
sucks?
Like you can only get the nowadays. You can only like play The Walking Dead, for like 2 days at a time.
Wait, is The Walking Dead the one where you're in the middle and they're coming to you from the outside?
Sort of.
Oh.
It just depends because you have to travel.
Okay, so no.
Yeah,
no.
and I'm pretty sure you start in the airplane crash. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been such a long time since I played it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on to our solo sandbox games. Hope.
I thought you could start.
Oh.
I'm not
'cause-
starting. I'm starting with indie games.
Yeah.
No, oh, okay. Well, speaking of sandbox games, even though according to my friend who's played Stardew Valley for like so long, it's not really sandbox. But like I think I don't know, outside of the
fraud.
game. What did you say?
You're a fraud.
Fraud? No, I'm not a fraud. But like I think it's pretty sandboxy because like in the game you could just do a bunch of stuff and also decorate your farm, you know. Yeah. And like outside of the game you could just mod it because like literally like in like the actual like website for Stardew Valley, it just has like a link to the wiki page, like the official wiki page,
Mhm.
and it has a link to a bunch of stuff where you could download mods for the
Mods.
game, and like most of it is just like making it easier, like removing the fishing mini game because I hate the fishing
Oh
mini
my
game.
gosh, I didn't
Oh
play
my
that
God.
game like at all, but I did play it a little bit, and I got to like a wizard gave me. I saw plants.
Yeah.
I think I was hallucinating. or
You were
something.
hallucinating.
But I played the fishing minigame like for so long, trying to catch like one fish. And
Yeah.
it's just like
So
I
irritating.
can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm not built for that life. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I'm gonna be honest, every fishing mini game in every game, I love them all.
Really?
Of course you do. You live in the forest.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
favorite,
Your
forest.
favorite game has to do with
That's
fish.
true, yeah.
Yeah. But like some other mods, you know, they just make like the game cuter. Like there's this one anime mod, but for some reason it only does the girls, and it's weird stuff. But and also just adding cheats.
Just like cheating. Okay.
Yeah, and also
Wow, you with cheating now creative mode?
Yes,
Fraudulent
Full
yes.
of cheating.
I am a cheater.
Okay, branching off from like, the still sandbox aspect, very cozy games, I wanted to talk about Animal Crossing, more specifically New Horizons, because I spent a lot of time playing that game, especially because it came out in a time of peril.
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
It was it was like announced in 2018, and then it came out like literally March of 2020.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh,
crazy.
yeah.
So yeah, like March 20th, 2020, and it's just like,
Where
you know,
everything
it was.
went down.
I mean, it was good, and it was kind of like grounding, and especially around that time, I was younger,
Yeah.
so I didn't really have much else to do. So you know, it was my first Nintendo game actually,
Oh, wow.
New Horizons, and I had always liked the Animal Crossing games because I'd seen stuff about them, but I never had one. And so again, lots of stuff, very slow paced. You can decorate your island, you can get cute villagers and stuff, and build relationships over time. Though I was looking at like reviews and stuff from my sources. The Metacritic reviews, most of the criticism towards this game has to do with the fact that the dialogue with villagers is
Oh.
so much more like
Yeah.
lackluster.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that. Yeah.
Because the other games, I've seen like past games and stuff, and it's just like they have so much more personality.
Like they're
and-
just low key mean to you in like
yeah,
the game.
some of them,
games.
they really are just mean
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
But it's like it gave them much more personality, and I think they didn't really have that in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like they look nice and stuff, like the villagers. Some of them are
They're
really
very
ugly, but
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
some of the villagers are quite ugly. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the dialogue it was kind of lacking. Like the other games, they had like stories and stuff and stuff like that, and they would actually talk to you. But in this game, it's like, oh, I like to eat food. And it's like, I did me too, man.
Like I played New Leaf before playing New Horizons, and like it definitely felt like a difference. Also, it was prettier and like cuter because like they're so cute. Like
Yeah.
and like I liked that the sheeps could wear shirts instead of scarves. But anyways, yeah, I noticed that, and like I had a cranky villager in my old town.
So mean to you.
I know,
Just
he's
so mean.
I loved him though. He was
What
great.
a miserly fellow.
Yeah, but like, yeah, they're just like definitely way nicer, and they're just so friendly. They don't really scam you.
They don't really scam
Yeah, they
you.
don't scam you.
Yeah,
They don't
I miss
scam
when my villagers would scam me of all my money.
Exactly. Like you ever like trade with a villager and like they give you something like
Like garbage.
yeah, garbage.
Like,
They did that one.
Yeah.
In New Leaf.
I think
But,
it just, yeah, it gave the game a lot more personality than they would. Some of the villagers were kind of mischievous. And I do like that there's a lot more to do in New Horizons. There's like even with like the expansion or like DLC or whatever. And they're even actually they're updating the game. They're
Really?
a pretty big update. Yeah, I thought it's been like it's been so long
It
since
has
they
been
updated
5
the
years.
game.
Yeah.
It's been so long. And they're adding like this hotel thing, and they're adding, yeah, it's like a whole extension thing, and it's free. So, I thought that was really cool. I thought the game was never being updated again. And so like I like that it has so much more to do.
Yeah.
So much more like features, so much more items. Was really happy when they added that frog chair
Frog
from the
chair,
old
yes.
games. Yes. Yeah, it gives you much more to do, but it's just not as like the villagers are more lackluster.
Yeah, like
Something-
mechanically. Sorry. Mechanically, it's better, but like plot-wise, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something else I didn't like is the freaking music. Like
Really?
True.
Yes,
I
like
love
the difference
music.
between the New Leaf music and the New Horizons music. Like I don't know, New Horizons. It
I
sounds
agree.
like it sounds.
There were just sometimes when there's no music at my island, and I'm like, it's just
I don't
scary.
know.
Yeah, it's just scary. It's like
I
the
don't
middle of
know.
the night. Yeah.
Like the vibes are just off. Like it just has more guitar and I don't know. It just sounds all mostly the same. You know,
But
Oh
also,
yeah, I get what you
samey,
mean.
samey.
Do you think like as like we played New Leaf first, we're
Yeah.
like more nostalgic to it, and as you played New Horizons first, you're more nostalgic to the music?
I mean, I can realize it's quite, it's different, and I
Yeah.
can agree that New Leaf was probably a little bit like better. I don't know, in some aspects, I think
Yeah.
both of them have their,
Yeah.
both of them have their specific,
Yeah.
like, good stuff to
Mhm.
them.
But I think the music is definitely better.
Yeah,
New
I
Leaf.
do agree with
Come
that. Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Like
I can see that.
Like when I first played New Horizons, I was like low key just like kind of angry at the music.
Angry.
Like yes, cause like the music it had like some guitar in it, and I was just like,
Oh, really? You don't like the guitar at all?
no, I don't like the guitar. I want my goofy music in New Leaf. You know? Cause it had like a more variety in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, variety.
I mean,
But also, it's an island. So it's gotta have that
Yeah, an
ukulele.
islandy.
Well, like,
yeah.
The environmental, just like music around the island and stuff, I can understand. Like, it's not like very, I don't know, it doesn't have much variety.
Yeah.
But I like the collectible, like the music stuff that you can collect.
Oh, yeah.
I played in my house,
I know,
and
I
it
always
was
had it
great.
in my house.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There was so many of those. I collected so many music things, and it's like, what's his name? KK Slider.
Yeah.
He comes to your island like every Saturday.
It was
Every Saturday. And he plays a song. He's like, "You have any requests?" And then you can just, if you know a song, you type in the song. And then he'll give you the thing for it afterwards. And like there's some secret songs or something that people don't know about. But yeah.
I like that in New Leaf, like he just kind of had like a little rave, like I don't know, I forgot where it was, but like when KK Slider was like at it
Was
was
it
at
like
the
the
comedy
club?
place.
The
Uh-huh.
club.
The club,
Yeah.
the club. LOL. Ugh. The axolotl guy. I don't remember his name. He kind of irritated me. But
Yeah, yeah.
The
Another thing I really loved about New Horizons, the museum.
Yes,
Museum,
yes, that was my
Yes.
favorite part.
The museum, I love collecting. I have like literally every fish in the game actually. And I think I have almost every bug. I need the art pieces. I'm gonna seize that box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like New Leaf, I think all of them had like a museum, but like New
Yeah.
Horizons was like beautiful.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah,
had
it's so
so much.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the game.
Hmm.
Okay, I've yapped. Yes.
For my sandbox game, I'm gonna discuss Subnautica because it's my favorite video game of all time. And I know it's technically, well, there are some sandbox elements to it, which with like the habitat and stuff. But to be honest, I usually don't do that. Are you guys familiar with like the concept? Yeah, you've played it a little bit. Okay.
I feel like it has
I have
something to do
played
with the
Subnautica.
water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So basically, you crash land on like an escape pod, and you're on like an ocean island, ocean alien island.
Ocean alien.
Planet.
Yeah.
Planet.
Planet. That's what I meant to say.
Planet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no island. There's
Alien-
two islands.
There's two islands.
Yeah.
Ocean alien islands.
And there's like crazy fish and giant fish. My favorite part is probably the biodiversity because I feel like it reflects like real life, honestly.
Yeah.
And like the regions and stuff.
That's a really cool feature. Yeah.
But when I play, I literally just make like the moon pool and put all my stuff in it and nothing else. That's like the bay for the ship.
Yeah.
But like my first playthrough, I made a habitat, but then like, wait. I've played the game I've beaten the game 5 times per year since 2020.
Oh my god.
So,
Per year?
so
That's
I have
so
no,
much. Wait,
no,
so
no, no.
you've beaten this game 20 times.
Oh my god.
That's not what I meant.
20
One time,
times.
one
That's,
time.
That's 25 times.
Oh, one time. per
One
year.
2020.
Oh.
2022.
Okay, so 5 times
Yeah.
total.
Yes, that's what I meant to
Yeah,
say.
not 25 times.
Oh my god.
5 times each year. No, that's still
No,
wrong.
you're still-
That's
that's
still
still
wrong.
wrong.
It's still wrong. But
5 times each year, that would be 25 times. You've beaten
That's a
this game
lot of
25
hours,
times.
man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hours, man.
but I've still played a lot, but not that much.
Okay.
And I played the second one, and that one was
Is that Below Zero?
Yeah, Below Zero. It was originally supposed to be a DLC, and that's
Mhm,
why
yeah.
it was
Yeah, I
so
heard about that.
like small.
This is like,
Yeah, I know.
um,
It was very small. Game.
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it because I thought the story was like pretty cool. But also, some people think that like the mystery, like the lack of story in
Is enticing.
yeah, and I agree with that. But also, I don't know. I like both of them because
Yeah.
I love Subnautica. You've played it, right?
Oh yeah, I played it like over at my friend's house like a few times.
Oh wait, yeah. Something I like about like all video games, I like fishing and I like cataloging things. Like the museum in Animal Crossing, you can like scan things in the ocean and have them in your PDA, which is like your little iPad. And you scan them and you could like look at all of the catalog items.
You know what I like to do?
Yeah.
I like to have the little
like the plant bed next to my habitat, and then I collected every single like collectible like fish, and because you can like hatch the eggs.
yeah.
I hatched every egg, even like I think. Well, I know cuttlefish is
Mhm, yeah.
rare, and then the lava. The lava.
I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The guys in the lava, they have an egg too, and I collected those. I collected every egg and every plant.
You do sound insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many Pokédexes? You defeated it 25 times.
I
The
know.
20 yes, you beat the game 25
I could
times.
never.
Yeah, and I got every achievement for both games.
Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
Wow.
I think you really like this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's real.
No,
For
it's
me,
someone else who
when it
really
comes
likes
to
games.
my sandbox game, I specifically picked Starbound, which not many people have heard about, but it does still have like a concurrent, like active community, despite the game having ended a few years ago. The game was released in July 22, 2016. It's been
You might
around
wanna watch
for.
the time, guys.
Huh?
The
You might
time.
want to watch the time.
Oh.
Aside from this game being one of my favorites of all time, sadly, Starbound is practically Terraria's underdeveloped younger cousin, and you'll see why in a minute, hopefully. It's a 2D pixelated survival and exploration sandbox game where players initially follow a storyline across practically an infinite amount of procedurally generated planets, around 12.6 quadrillion if being legit. It's pretty insane. The game offers so much playthrough that it honestly could not rival Terraria, but even Minecraft itself. But why haven't most people heard of this game before? Well, unfortunately, Starbound was canceled, well, silently at that, despite the developers' claim that it had been finished. Well, what happened? Around 2019, allegations of the game's producer, Chucklefish, had exploited around a dozen young, inexperienced, and sometimes underage
Wait, what?
volunteer developers, some who worked hundreds of hours without compensation.
Oh,
my
exploited.
gosh.
Exploited.
Oh, okay.
What-
Oh,
What did you think I said?
I thought it was like a Minecraft YouTuber situation.
Oh. Okay, so it's just child
No.
labor. It's just
Oh, yeah,
child labor.
it's just child labor.
Wait,
no,
Just
that's
child
my
labor,
kind,
guys.
guys.
Child labor.
Uh,
Well, this exact controversy is what led to, future updates of Starbound to be cast away without notice, and unfortunately leading them to finish the undeveloped game much earlier than intended. It's very sad.
How did
Oh.
you play it then if it got canceled?
I mean, it got canceled, but like you can still play the game.
Oh, it was
the-
like an early access?
no, the game was like
Like,
still
they
having
released-
updates.
Oh,
You know, like how
oh,
Minecraft
oh.
still has updates. It's not a finished game, but it still has updates, and you add more and more stuff.
Okay, because I
It's like
thought it
with
was like
Terraria. Like the game was supposed to have many more updates in the future, but they
Okay.
just stopped it.
Okay.
They cut the head off. It's,
Mhm.
it's very sad.
The first thing that I thought about when you said, what was it, Starbound?
Mhm.
I thought about what's that game? I barely know anything about this game. No, I was thinking about Outer Wilds.
Mhm.
That one's a space game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it, but I've just seen it a few
Yeah,
times.
I've seen it a few
and I
times as
thought-
well. I know nothing about the game, but I've seen it a few times. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
does it like look like Terraria?
Oh yeah, it literally it's like 2D. It's kind of like Terraria, but the
Oh,
sprites
okay.
are different. It has its own unique pixelated art style.
Mm-hmm.
But the gameplay is quite similar to Terraria,
Mhm.
and but it also manages to do it well in a way that it's its own unique thing, and I love it.
Mhm.
The console port to the Xbox was the last nail in the coffin, to be honest, since the port was deemed too costly and ultimately fell through with much time and resources spent inconclusively. So as soon as that happened, they're like, we give up. We're just gonna not publish the game. We're gonna just cut the game off here. It's like this is the end, the intended end.
Mhm.
When it wasn't, they were supposed to have a lot more stuff to this game.
Mhm.
And in a 2019 article published on September 1st, Vicky Blake would go on to quote developers of the game, this issue on the Eurogamer network. Restates that despite agreements or contracts, there was no moral defense for this. And as they had been a naive newcomer to the industry, their trust was utterly betrayed. They also insisted deadlines were absolutely in place, and if not formal, it was definitely heavily implied. And despite the game's untimely and unfortunate end, the game still has a loyal and concurrent fan base who still plays the game to this day, which lives through the modding community. And the modding community has done up and beyond with the game. They have added more stuff than possibly the game would have ever dreamed to have had, even if it was finished in the end.
Hopefully not children. It's
Hopefully-
like
Yeah, no.
hopefully
trust me.
not children
Trust me,
making
you're-
these mods.
This
No,
is the
trust
other
me.
simulator situation.
Oh man,
This is
just
another
stop.
simulator.
This is not even. Anyways,
No.
that's an
Um,
indie game.
Yeah, in indie games. Now on to our next subtopic, which is indie games. We're gonna start with FNAF. Do you think I should like cut my section out?
I don't think you're
No.
done this.
I think you're
Talk
good.
about, FNAF
FNAF
1.
1.
It's the first thing, the game that started it all. In fact, first it was I can't even remember the full game name, but it was like some lumber company or something.
Chipper and
Son.
Chipper and Son, yes,
Yeah.
Chipper
Lumber
and Son
company.
Lumber Co. or something, and
Yeah.
that was the first game that Scott
Mhm.
Cawthorn made. And originally it was intended to be something like, oh, it's so friendly and chill and stuff, but people were like, oh, these are scary, dude. And then he made Five Nights at Freddy's, which is actually
It's like,
a
you
horror
want scary?
game.
I'll give you
You
scary.
want scary? Oh yeah, you want scary? And so the original, it's actually kind of like, if you're not looking, you're not gonna find any like story to it.
Mhm.
Except for, I don't know, through the obvious stuff, like, I don't know, the guy talking to you,
Yeah,
the
the phone guy.
Yeah.
the
Phone
phone
guy.
guy,
The guy talking to you.
and the guy talking to you on the phone, which is the phone guy. And it's like, you find out most of the lore through like newspaper clippings, but you guys all know,
Yeah.
you got,
Yeah.
you especially.
I know.
I know. But yeah, I think it does very well as a horror game, and it kind of changed, especially the mascot horror
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
genre as
Yeah.
a whole. It
Yeah.
and like horror, even on like YouTube and stuff, horror culture in general.
Yeah.
And it mainly spread online.
I feel like it still influences like
Oh
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I feel like
absolutely.
Security Breach, or did Security Breach come out before Poppy's Playtime?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
Did it?
Yes.
Did
Did
it,
it? I think it
inspire
did.
that?
Did it?
I think it did.
In my mind, Poppy's Playtime was inspired by FNAF, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like
actually.
it did
Yeah, I
come
don't
out
know.
before.
Oh no, it was inspired.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so like it
definitely
still
was.
I mean,
influences
because it's
things to
another
this day.
one of those. It's mascot horror. It's a
Yeah.
Good
whole
thing
genre,
turns evil and then
good, yeah.
chases you around.
Good thing met
Yeah.
the kids. It turns evil.
But we
Yeah.
can all agree that Five Nights at Freddy's is better than Poppy Playtime.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
original, You know, it's like there weren't really mascot horror, like many popular mascot
No, there
horror
weren't,
things
yeah.
before.
I mean, except for like, you know, just horror movies like, I don't know, like
Like
Scream
horror
or something.
movies, yeah.
But,
But that's not really
mascots.
mascot horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it came out in like what 2014 or so.
2014, yeah,
The first
2014.
2014,
2014. Yeah.
Oh.
August 2014.
Yeah.
You
you know that by heart.
Yes. I think it does very well as a horror game.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
It
especially, yeah.
changed. It changed
It
a
is,
lot.
yeah, it's the biggest indie game horror franchise ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
he met Chucky, so
Hey.
like yeah,
Yeah.
Fred Krueger, yes. But I think Chucky,
Chucky.
Chucky,
No, not
Chucky,
Chucky.
Chucky the doll,
Chucky the doll. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Anyways,
But I don't know.
Once
This,
you skip a few.
oh yeah, once we skip a few, I don't know. I think the scariest game like to me that I actually played is like Sister Location FNAF 6, FNAF 6.
FNAF 5.
6. But cause like it just kind of like changes the whole thing.
No, hold on. What's this debate?
Because
no,
FNAF World isn't canon.
It isn't
But it
canon.
But it
came
is.
out. It's
No,
6.
it's not a part of the chronological
I
order.
consider Pizzeria Simulator to be 6.
Yes, 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 yes.
Anyways,
Boom.
we're talking
So
about
wrong.
FNAF 5, 6,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyways.
5 or 6.
Okay, don't continue. Don't continue.
I'm not
Just
gonna
stop. Just stop.
So like, cause like it just has like a more like fleshed out story and characters and gameplay and voice acting. So it just kind of changed the whole thing for Five Nights at Freddy's. Like it just like turned the whole thing on its head. And like it was also, I feel like it was definitely difficult, cause like when I played it, it's kind of embarrassing, but I didn't get past night 3 with Funtime Freddy, my favorite guy, killing Goth. But I did watch a lot of gameplay. So technically it
Yeah,
counts
yeah,
that I
yeah.
did watch it. But
I
yeah.
have to argue on that though. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is scarier.
Which
But
one?
like,
That's the nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, it is scary, but also FNAF 6 is like also psychologically
wasn't the
scary, okay?
lore-
It's psychologically scary also.
The point
Wasn't-
of
wasn't
FNAF 4 is
4
psychological horror.
Wasn't the FNAF 4? Wasn't the lore there was like evil nightmare cats? Or something?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just,
I don't
it's,
know.
it's just like a bunch of guys with teeth.
I don't know. I'm a bit. Out of
Basically,
date.
the story follows like the
kid.
crying
The
child.
crying child.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crying
Isaac.
child.
Yeah.
The bite of
Is it?
80.
Yeah, and how Michael
or
Afton
Ethan,
feels
or-
guilty for resulting in his death, and that's why he's having these nightmares.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they
But
follow
that's
like
just a
storyline.
theory.
Okay.
Okay.
The game theory.
Anyways, I think we can move on to.
You're, the next FNAF guy.
Despite this not being a part of the chronological order of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. No,
Don't. Yeah, just,
No,
just
I'm
keep going.
not.
Just,
I chose to discuss FNAF Into the Pit, which is basically based off of Scott Cawthon's original book that he had made, called by this under the same name, Into the Pit. But this game released in August 7, 2024, so it's fairly recent. It was like published like a year ago. But despite the game's unique and differentiated gameplay, it's an official game, and the game's themes are what caught my eyes the most. Not only its aesthetic, of course. Its pixelated yet rugged look gives it the same sort of youthfulness that to its more sinister directions. But its premise around the ball pit, family members being possessed, and time traveler screams Twilight Zone. Like I just couldn't stop thinking about the Twilight Zone when I was playing this game.
Oh, you said time travel. You said
Yeah, time travel. You know,
Yeah,
like
I don't know a lot about this game, but doesn't it's like literally into the pit and
Yeah.
it, like
yeah, it gives
brings you,
Black
like-
Mirror or Twilight Zone vibes.
yeah,
Yeah,
isn't it
basically-
like 20 or 30 years?
Yeah, 30 years
Some-
before, and then
Before,
like
and
the
then
kid goes
30.
into the pit, and then
Goes into the-
Spring Bonnie replaces dad.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
But also, I feel like every horror, like modern, is like somewhat inspired by Twilight Zone.
That is true. Twilight
Because
Zone has so
they have like a
much
bunch of
influence.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was in like the 60s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like Homestuck is.
I love the Twilight Zone. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Me and my parents used to watch that.
In general, this game is an example of a story-driven indie horror that what story-driven indie horror should be about. I feel like this game does set some bars of what indie horror should be like. It's very immersive and it really captures the player, not only the player, but if there's a person, playing like a let's play right here, it also captures the viewer, and that's pretty rare for games nowadays, for indie horror games nowadays, to actually capture the viewer in the way that this game does. So I have a fond appreciation for this game.
Like another game.
Speaking
another
of
game.
Yeah, it's like another game.
Speaking of which,
which, you had another indie horror game.
exactly.
That also set the bar.
That also set
Yes,
the bar.
yes.
The bar, guys. The bar.
The bar.
The indie game that I would like to discuss, moving on to the solo indie games that we're all going to talk about, is No, I'm Not Human. You guys probably definitely have heard about this game since it popped off very recently, like this October. It released earlier than October, of course, September 15th, and was made by the indie game studio Chiascas. Despite its earlier initial release that was remade into a demo, the game was a highly anticipated war game. Like all the big guys like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, 8-Bit Ryan.
I actually hadn't heard about it
Until
a couple months ago.
until you told us about it. I don't know.
Really?
No,
yeah,
I knew it before. I knew it before then,
I
but
had no
I
idea.
didn't.
It was
know
a highly
until-
anticipated game. Like a lot of these big YouTubers were looking forward to its
No,
release.
man, no.
They were just hopping on it. As soon as the game released, they started making videos. Like I swear, like some of the big YouTubers, they posted a video right after the game was released. It's pretty insane. It's been a while since I've seen something like that happen with an indie horror game. But going into that, this game had unexpectedly taken me by surprise upon watching a few playthroughs around the time of its release. Not only did its eerie but warped aesthetic appeal to me, but its general themes and gay style were a huge one. It reminded me like That's Not My Neighbor. You know what that is?
But,
Yeah,
like,
but
better-
more serious.
better,
I
yeah.
feel like,
Yeah.
Because like it
and
was just so
Papers,
goofy.
Please.
yeah.
Yes.
Papers, Please.
I feel like these new trend were like, I feel like this comes with this trend of video games where you have to like inspect people to see if they're safe or not. Really, I feel like that really came into place after COVID-19,
Among
like
Us.
lockdown and all that stuff.
Among us.
I don't think Among Us counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Among
'cause,
Us,
like, it
that
is-
was- that
Among-
was- a lot of that was during 2020.
It
Yeah,
was,
like,
because in a way it did reflect how we saw other people during the pandemic. Like, is this person sick or not? Like, should we like be social distancing or something like that? Like, it really gives off the same kind of vibe, especially No, I'm Not Human, where you're just stuck at your house.
That's
It
really
just-
true.
Wait,
I
you're right. I
screamed
never made like the
COVID-19.
connection.
Genuinely,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I
It did.
didn't notice the connection until
Yeah, it did.
later on.
And I thought that was really cool.
But like Papers, Please came out like a couple years before.
That was like an
Papers,
early.
Please
Yeah, it was like
game.
2015, 16, something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say it's a Markiplier game, like Markiplier.
Yeah.
Markiplier.
Well, I was talking about like No, I'm Not Human and like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's Not My Neighbor.
Genuinely, I loved that game. I loved the whole vibe, the people, the dialogue, the music. It was so just
It
like
was.
off-putting.
Exactly.
It was, like,
The
it
music
made you
is
feel
yeah.
uncomfortable.
The music is like the same track playing over and over again, but for some reason it never gets old.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't like yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of what it reminded me of, I'm gonna go a little off track. There's this, it's like a psychological like disorder, and it's Cotard syndrome, and it's where like you think that you're dead or something, or like you're dead or like dying or decomposing or something, and part of that can be thinking that you're like immortal, and so it was like one specific character in the game, and he was
The
like,
immortal
"Dude, I'm
man.
immortal." Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Um,
god.
And it was so, it was like, it was very off to me, and
It was
not
weird.
off in a bad way, but like off in like a way where I enjoyed
Unsettled,
that. It
you're
was
unsettled.
unsettling.
Yeah.
It was unsettling. It was
And I
unsettling.
usually, I'm not a huge fan of horror media, but I did genuinely enjoy like the
It-
psychology of it.
Exactly, I love that too. And it's also cool because like the immortal guy is literally like the most normal looking person in the entire game.
Yeah, I know. He actually just, he looked
He looks
more
like
like a
normal guy.
person. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that character was also based off of an earlier game that the same studio made, and they're just bringing that guy back as a reference to the earlier game that they made. And I'm pretty sure that they do have connections somewhat. But going back to No, I'm Not Human and the earlier premise of it, in the game, players have to navigate their own home before ultimately being forced to let in survivors into their own abode. And in an apocalyptic scenario, we're investigating them for signs of being a visitor. And visitors, of course, are monstrous anomalies disguised in the flesh of skin, the flesh of the skin of and of people, with their origins being debated and widely unknown. This gameplay exemplifies the human psyche and how we internally subject ourselves to prejudice, paranoia, and existential horror, and the truly unreliable nature of appearances. And I love that so much because as soon as that thought came to mind, where you can't trust people by their appearances, I thought of Magritte, like the painter who drew like the bowler hat people who were hidden behind
Bowler hat
like apples and fruit.
No.
Not talking about the
I-
Robinsons, okay?
No.
But it just reminded me of this surrealistic viewpoint where like even the most friendly appearing people could be the most dangerous and evil of people. And I love the way how they put that into the game.
Yeah.
And a major theme that is the unreliable of identity. Are the people you interact with truly human, or are you self a visitor? The game plays with that idea for that fear can distort your perception to the point where you can't even trust your own eyes. And I also love that where you feel like you're slowly going insane in the game. It's like, wait a minute, these people are talking about whether or not they're human or not. You can see it in the other characters where they're trying to doubt themselves.
Cashier girl.
Exactly.
I
Well,
know Cashier
she
Girl.
is a visitor though,
Yeah.
in the end.
I know her.
But as seen with the player sees other humans as monsters as well. Because like if it's like, oh, that guy's disfigured, like it goes into prejudice. Oh, that guy looks creepy, and then you end up killing them, and they end up being human. You know.
Monsters, you said?
Yes,
I'm
and
not
now
gonna
on to
go
our
down.
last,
Okay.
and now on to our last
I think last.
game,
And
Undertale.
it's much lighter note.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Not a-
Wait, what?
I
Wait,
gotta
what?
say,
Man,
Sebastian.
you wrote a whole essay, man.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. On a much lighter note, can I talk about Chicory?
Yes, you can talk about
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
No,
You can talk.
Chicory.
We've
Chicory.
seen
I
it,
thought
yeah.
I was transitioning into Undertale.
I have no clue.
Because I said speaking of monsters, or I said monsters. you
Come
said-
on.
But you can go.
Okay. Chicory, A Colorful Tale, my favorite indie game. I'll keep it brief.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of like emotional depth, I feel like, but it's much, I feel like it's a bit more lighthearted in the way that it's a very colorful game. Everyone's an animal. You play as this little dog character, and there's this one person called the Wielder, and they have this paintbrush, and they color like the whole world and stuff. So they bring all that color, and so that's your friend, and you work in like their tower and stuff, and you, I don't know, clean their stuff. And
Right.
so all of a sudden, at the beginning of the game, all the color's gone. And so it's mainly a story about like burnout and like kind of like depression and anxiety and stuff. And that's what I mean when I say it has a lot of emotional depth, and you're like finding the like self-worth and stuff like that. And you're this little dog, and you actually get to name yourself in the beginning of the game. Everyone's named after food. And chicory is like I think it's kind of like seed.
Is that a spice?
I think it's like a seed.
Chicory?
I
That
Yeah,
tree?
It's not chicory. Chicory is like a vegetable.
Chicory.
Chicory. Oh, that's such a
It's
fun
like
word to
I
say.
don't know. It's like a seed or something. And I don't know. There's these. You go and you talk to like the past wielders and stuff, and you take up the paintbrush and you color the whole world, and it's a it's like an adventure. It's like
Mhm.
a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. And so you use the colors and you go through the story, and your friend is the previous whoever wished to play, and she just kind of like gave up. And
Oh no.
was like so burnt out and everything. And the themes of it really resonated with me. I enjoyed it thoroughly as a game, and I enjoyed the characters, and I thought it was really nice.
Yeah. My indie game, that was really cool. My indie game is Slime Rancher, which you can use a vacuum to wrangle living slime balls and keep them as livestock. According to an article written in 2017 by Tom Sykes, released on PCGamer.com, it was fully released in August 2017. And when you feed the slimes, they produce like plorts, which are basically like stock shares because they go up and down in value and stuff.
I'm paying attention.
And the next indie game is our last
Speaking
indie
of,
game.
oh yeah, our last indie game. Yes. Yeah, Undertale. You guys know Undertale.
We're in for a ride, guys.
Yes.
What do I say about Undertale? I don't know. Like, I like a lot of things about Undertale, especially like the characters and the story and the music, and like the source I picked out like also like reflected the music part, and like basically it was by this guy called Matthew Perez. It's like his master's thesis is just like crazy. He like did this whole analysis on like all the like a lot of the songs from Undertale, and like the importance throughout the game and the influence it has on the player, and like he even looks at like the sheet music and how how every song in Undertale is connected.
Yeah.
Like the
I did
motifs.
not know that.
Yeah, cause like
Oh yeah, the motifs. Yes.
yeah, the motifs.
Exactly, the
Yeah,
motifs, yeah.
How it has the same thing in like different things, and like this is about ludomusicology, and like I think I need to study that. But yeah, I think that was really cool.
I did enjoy Undertale. I had kind of a phase when I was younger.
A phase.
Phase.
Phase. It was a phase.
I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't as crazy as I don't know your guys'.
Oh,
but
no, mine
yeah,
was.
we're not gonna get into that.
Mine was horrible.
But I did really like Undertale. The highlight of it for me was the music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Loved
the music.
so
Okay.
much.
Yeah,
It was,
no.
it was very
That's-
creative.
Talking about music, that's actually how I started making music on my own program. Is that I was making a.
Oh, you told.
Yeah,
I
I know. I listened to that. I
I
listened
was
to
making like
Phase
megalovanias for like
7,
different alternate universe characters. It was a whole thing, and it lasted for like 3 years. I was like doing that nonstop. So I have like a junk folder, and like takes up a lot of space.
Release it. Release it.
It's so bad.
Release it. Release the file.
Oh, release
Release the
Release the
Esteves
file.
files.
Release the Undertale file.
Yes.
This file is so bad, bro.
Oh, anyways. Okay.
Evil.
All right. Today we've talked about our favorite Nintendo games, our favorite sandbox games, and our favorite indie games. Once again, we were the Media Men: Logan Hartley, Sebastian Estevez, Hope Dubois, and Anitra Bowman. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yay, guys.